We are back, Sneaky Hembo. We're looking ahead this week. Of course, Arch Manning will make his sort of debut with Texas on some level. We know that he's played, but now it becomes his team. And we're expecting big things. Who was the only Texas player who finished in the top 3 in the Heisman voting in multiple seasons?
So the obvious answers would be Ricky Williams or a guy like Vince Young.
Right.
But I'm going to go with Earl Campbell.
Tyler Rose. That's what they used to call him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was looking at you like, what?
That's not right. It's Colt McCoy.
I said
It
it
is
too.
Colt McCoy. Who said it?
I said it in the break.
You said it, Colt McCoy?
I said it in the break.
Not when it mattered, you didn't. Colt McCoy, 2008 and 2009, he finished second. He finished third. Scored that one a win for Hembo.
That's a great response. Not when it mattered.
I second guessed myself.
By the way, just a funny behind-the-scenes moment. Like Lewis walked in before Brandon wanted him to. It just makes me laugh. Lewis paying no attention. He was just like, I'm walking in. Okay, let's put up my favorite picture.
Get out of here! Move
my
out
favorite
the way!
photo.
Move out the way! Okay, why are we using this photo, guys?
Well, every time
I was very shocked that day.
Would Kmart be shocked? That's the name of the feature. Here we go.
Yes.
If I said Matthew Stafford, who we've had all these questions about his back and everything all this time, if I said he is going to light up the Texans week 1, would Kmart be shocked?
Greeny, I actually would not be shocked as long as he stays away from Derek Stingley Jr. I do think Matthew Stafford will want to show that the back is not an issue. I might be concerned with it, but I think they're going to come out looking to test this defense. And particularly, you got Devontae Adams there now and Puka Nacua. I think they'll be good.
Dominique, Rams, Super Bowl contender, yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm high on the Rams, but I'm really concerned. It's a little early in the season to be having a quarterback with injury issues. The idea that Matthew Stafford is going to go through the whole season healthy and be in tip-top condition for the playoffs is scary to me.
All right, I want to save time for this one. Let me jump to the next one because this is the most interesting topic of conversation for me. Kmart, let's get to Travis Hunter is the next one.
Yes.
Would Kmart be shocked if Travis Hunter starts at both wide receiver and corner week 1 against Carolina?
All right. I would not be shocked, but I don't like it. I think because they moved up to get him, they gave up a lot of draft capital and moved up to get this pick to select him. And I think this is an organization that has been bereft of playmakers, and they've got Trevor Lawrence. Listen, we are waiting for Trevor Lawrence to ascend into that upper echelon of QB play. I think they need him on both sides of the ball. But I just worry about injury with him.
So here's the part of this that I find, he got hurt already, right? He had an upper body injury. He missed some games in the preseason. They said he could have played the last one if it had been a regular season game. But here's the thing. I'm hearing too many people say, well, they traded up in the first round. They traded next year's number 1. It will have been a mistake. It will have been a waste of the pick, or however you want to put it, if he doesn't play both ways. And I keep thinking to myself, that's a terrible reason to make this decision. Do you feel as though there is that sort of pressure for them to play him on both sides of the ball because of the compensation they gave up to get him?
I think when it comes to the Jacksonville Jaguars, did you trade up for Travis Hunter to play both ways? If that's why you traded up, then yes. You have to play them both ways. Because let's think about this. The Jacksonville Jaguars secondary wasn't good last season.
Right.
They were horrible. So you're basically saying we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're going to get a guy that can make sure Trevor Lawrence is right, but then we're going to get a guy that can go to the defensive side of the ball and intercept the football, cause takeaways, and give us more possessions.
Look, so Lewis, it's basically they're saying we're going to have a 54-man roster. Everyone else has a 53. But we've got one guy who is 2 players at the same time. I continue to ask the question, is that a possibility? Can that really be over the course of an NFL season?
No, he's not going to be able to play 100-plus snaps every game. You just can't do that, not at this level. The physical toll is just too great. We know that. We know that. But there's no question to me that the reason why they traded up is because of kind of that thinking that we're getting 2 for the price of 1. They have compared this guy to Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
Okay? When you compare a guy like that who hasn't even played it down in the National Football League to a guy who's right now being considered maybe one of the greatest talents in baseball ever.
Right.
Then what you're saying is, no, you ain't playing just one side of the ball. You're playing offense and defense, just like Shohei does in baseball.
I know.
I think that's exactly why they traded up together.
But
that's
he feels pressure. He
Greeny,
came out and said.
They've already laid the table.
He
They've already
laid
made
it out. He said,
well, that too.
heading
He's
since
not
the
backing away
combine,
from it.
He said,
Right.
I want to play both ways. I can do it all. I can
Right.
do that. And I think he's going to try to.
You know what
try
Shohei
to do it.
Ohtani never has to do? Tackle Derrick Henry
Right.
or anyone
get
else.
blown up.
Have that
Or
happen
run
to
with
you.
Jamar Chase.
That's what I mean. And do them both in the same game. Here's the part of it I find interesting. He doesn't have to play both ways in an individual game. Do you believe Dominique Foxworth, having played corner? This is a perfect example. I got a corner and I got a wide receiver. Can they go into it week by week and say, this week you're more valuable to us at corner, so you're going to play corner this week and run a few routes? And then the next week you're going to play wide receiver and maybe you'll play on a dime package or something like that. Is that possible?
I mean, it's certainly possible, but I mean, playing receiver is pretty easy. Like, it's not that tough. they say, hey, go run over there, catch a ball. So you can walk. You
Whoa,
get off,
why are they killing you this
you get
show?
off the couch and go play receiver. DB requires attention to detail.
Man, get out of here.
But I enjoy where you took that. But now let me take you to a serious question. Harry, is that with all of the work that goes, right? I mean, all the game planning every single week and the intense prep and the minutia of detail that is done every single week, can a player alternate? That to me feels like the way you could play both ways.
You have to
some weeks you play one and then the other.
You have to be extreme with your plan, and you have to map it out strategically. Because if you do not, you're going to have Travis Hunter on the injury report every single week, and that's not what you do not want.
Yeah, but I think you're asking two different questions. Can he handle it mentally? Can he handle having to flip the switch between, okay, this week I need to focus on what my route adjustments are, what my releases look like, what their coverages look like. I'm spending more time in the offense. The next week it's about what are the releases, what are the cover rotations. Yeah, I think he can handle it mentally. Physically is the thing.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. There's no way this young man can play 100+ snaps a week. There's no way. You are going to have to divvy that up 70-30. You're going to have to split it up a little bit for him. Otherwise, did you see how slender he is and how slightly built he is? He'll get broken. He just will.
And we love him. None of this is meant as a question of him or anything. I love that he wants to do it. We all wonder if it is possible for a human being. As great as Shohei Ohtani is, this is a very different sport.
I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see it. I want to see what it looks like.
It's the most interesting thing about the team, for sure, by far. All right, one more Kmart shocked. So the Lions have been really kind of under the radar a lot this offseason. Would you be shocked if their defense shuts down Jordan Love in week 1?
Oh, I would be shocked because I just think Jordan Love, at this point, I'm waiting for him to take that next step. But it seems like second half of seasons, that's when he kind of gets going. I want to see it from week 1. I think the Lions are very good. They're going to get a lot of guys back and healthy, but still shutting down Jordan Love, I think is a bit much.
Are the Lions, some people feel like they missed their window. Are the Lions, in your opinion, still the significant Super Bowl contender they were a year ago?
Yeah, I do believe that they are. And I believe that, the process that they've gone through as far as replacing the coordinator has been something that Dan Campbell's been preparing for. I think this is another football team that's motivated, just like Kansas City is for different reasons, because of the fact that they feel like they've been very close. I think they have made some upgrades. The interior of the defensive line is one where you hope that they have enough bodies in there to continue to help Aiden Hutchinson on the outside, and they stay healthy in the secondary. But look, this team is loaded now. They have got receivers, they've got backs, they got an offensive line, a quarterback, and great coaching. They should be right there.
We'll see. They open up, as you see, with 2 division games at Packers, home against the Bears. Fascinating division. Coming up, the eyes of Texas are on football's favorite